Wracamy do Ryzena z nową energią po długim urlopie.
No. And who are you?
I am Sebastian, a warrior of the Order of the Holy Flame. And you want to be careful who you get involved with.
What do you know about Delgado?
He is one of Don Esteban's men. Ruthless, the lot of them. They steal, lie, and extort. Steer clear of them.
What are you doing about the Don's people?
Inside the town, cornering them like rats in a burrow. Outside the town, the Inquisitor is slowly choking them, starving them of men, of gold, of food. Commandant Carlos will see the town is cleared of the Don's influence. Then those left in the swamp will just wither and die. He'll finish Delgado, and the Don will follow.
Niefajne.
Why don't you just throw the Don's men out of the town?
We've tried. They get back in. We don't know where or how, so now we'll abuse them. Finish them where they stand. You'd better decide whose side you're on. You want to be a rat or a rat catcher?
No jakoś to będzie. Już. Nie? Dobra. O.
Hey, do you work here?
Sure do. If you're looking for somewhere to kip, just go upstairs. Pay Costa after.
Isn't it a bit odd to pay afterwards?
Don't ask me. I don't bring the business, I just bring the muscle.
Why is muscle needed?
Costa doesn't want trouble.
Trouble with whom?
Guests looking for a free kip, or anyone who wants to play silly buggers.
You work for Costa.
Yeah, gotta get gold where you can. Not much to be had down at the harbour. No ships means no work.
So you're paid muscle.
Better than an unpaid muscle.
Come on then. I could do with a bit of combat practice.
You what? You want to fight me? Here?
Actually, I've changed my mind.
Wise decision.
Ja jestem pacyfistą. Nie chcę. Chociaż? Nie.
Please, take a look around. Are you looking for anything special? A pan, cast iron, or a necklace? If you're hungry, we have potatoes. We grow them ourselves. Have a look at everything I offer.
Pistek bym chciała.
Let me see your goods.
Cebula. Wygląda jak agres. Nie docenię. Super.
What can you tell me about the town?
Well, there are 3 districts. The gutters here, that's the street above the harbour. Farther down by the water is the harbour district. That stretches from the lighthouse to the warehouses and the prison at the end of the quay. The rich bastards live in the merchants' district. That's where the main gate of the town is.
That's a lot of different wares for a merchant.
I'm not a merchant. I'm a farmer. Was. Till the ruins came. Lost my farm. You look like another refugee. Word to the wise. Stay away from Costa.
Wielką chęć.
Costa? Who's Costa?
He's a swindler. After everything people have lost, he's trying to take the rest. He forces people to sell their goods for less than they're worth, then resells them. Help another refugee, will you? Have a look at my goods, not the stuff he's pushing.
Why don't you sell your goods somewhere else?
We're not allowed. They won't let us into the merchants'
A czemu
district.
nie?
The Inquisition talks about law, keeps us here, then lets these scoundrels run things. We don't have enough gold to buy the goods the merchants offer, so the white robes chase us off. For a lot of us, the only thing left is Costa. He's the only one who'll buy.
Tell me about the gutters.
The gutters are everything above the harbour, home to the unlucky, unloved, farmers and refugees. Master Belshaw has set up a soup kitchen at the end of the road. He's a mage from the monastery, one of the order, but at least he's looking after us. And there's Flavio, a merchant. He has his business at the end of the gutters, next to the shrine. And if you want a beer, go to Josh. He has a small tavern here.
Tell me about the harbour.
They say the gutters isn't reputable. Go down there, you get drunk sailors, a tavern and a brothel. People aren't as willing to spend gold as they used to. With the storms, the sailors are stuck here and bored. But if you're looking for pleasure, that's the place for you. You find a lot of stranded fishermen and workers at the warehouses. One of the buildings was confiscated by the Order. Don't know what they're storing there.
Anything else?
Well, the Order seized the old harbour master's office and set up a slaughterhouse there. If you have enough gold, you can buy meat. With gold and meat, you'll also find guards.
Tell me about the merchant district.
If you're looking for goods and have enough gold, there's a lot of merchants around the square at the main gate. But try here first, yeah? If we refugees don't support each other, who else will?
Z tobą nie chcę gadać. To jesteś? Chyba.
Hey, wait a minute. Don't walk by. Try the best fish in town. This is your lucky day, because I have one perfect Piscine offer for you.
You do.
Buy one fish and get a second fish completely free. 2 fish for the price of 1.
Sounds like a good deal. You're pretty talky for someone who sells fish.
I figure the longer I keep someone talking, the more chance they have of buying some fish. I never should have bought this lousy fishmonger's. I was with this wench. She said she liked fish, and then... before you know it, I've bought this thing. I mean, I don't know my herring from my halibut. And with the storms, there aren't even many fish being caught.
Why don't you sell the store then?
Ładnie.
Do you want it?
Why would I want a fish stall?
See? That's what I should have said to myself. But that wench was so very beautiful.
Is there anything I could do to help?
Well, you could find someone who wants to buy this stall. Ideally, someone who knows about fish.
How much do you want to sell your stall for?
Well, including all the goods, let's say 300 gold pieces.
Jezu.
I'll find you a buyer for your stall.
Wonderful! Might be handy if
Wonderful.
you look for someone who is drunk, or crazy, or loves fish.
I'll keep that in mind.
I have faith in you, my friend. Here, have a shark steak on the house.
What sort of fish do you have?
Everything the sea can provide. Herring just caught, and placed so fresh it doesn't even know it's dead yet.
Is that all?
No. I also have shark. A nice shark steak will revive the weariest spirit, and you look like you could do with that.
Pokaż mi.
Show me your fish.
You actually want to buy some? Well, don't forget, it's 2 for 1.
Give me a shark steak.
Here, 1 steak, and another for the road.
Where do you think I can find a buyer?
If I knew, I'd have asked them myself. Maybe the harbour? The tavern? You could ask the fishermen. At least they'd know about fish.
Hey, they call me Sid. I hope you're not some faceless minion of the Order.
What do you know about the Order?
The Order locks us in the town like cattle and drags men off to the monastery. Take Rodriguez, a good man, reliable. And now, they did something to his mind up at the monastery. They got to him. Now he's just a tool of the Inquisitor. It's evil, stirring people's brains round like that.
What was Rodriguez before?
He was a decent, honest thief. Salted the earth. They caught him outside looting. Took him off and changed him. Poor fool guards the slaughterhouse by the harbour for the Order now.
Do you need help?
It's Rodriguez. He's out to get me. He's part of the Order. You're on my side, so do me a favour. Find out what he's planning and tell me. Leave everything alone.
Hello, handsome. Haven't seen you around here before.
I'm new.
How did you manage to get into Harbour Town? Not much goes in or out these days. Well, not in town anyway.
I looked for a way, and I found one.
A resourceful, eh? I like that in a man.
Glad to hear it. So, what do you do around here?
I'm Sid's better half. He's one of the Don's men.
Is he now?
Now, don't go thinking he's any old ruffian. My Sid is smart, strong, and he knows what a girl wants.
Which is?
Well, a little material appreciation, of course. Why, what were you thinking? My Sid knows. Why, just the other day, my Siddy gave me a beautiful ring. It was fit for the Inquisitor, it was.
Can I see the ring Sid gave you?
Nah! You might chop off my hand to get to it, I know your sort.
Take that pretty face somewhere else.
What?
You look weather-beaten. Did you make it here across the seas?
I was shipwrecked. I washed up here. What about you?
I'm a sailor. Was. With the storms, there's nothing to do in the harbour. And I give up my job with Patty.
So, you work for Patty?
I used to, serving beer. But people are running out of money to spend on beer. So, I was no longer needed. Luckily, she hasn't asked me to clean out my berth yet. If you're looking for work, you won't find a lot.
What happens in the harbour?
Not much since the ships stopped coming in. Carrasco is in charge of things. He manages the warehouse for the Order, and he pays terribly. Stick to Luca. He's got something cooking. And if you do well, there'll be an extra coin or two. But don't let him swindle you. Luca is a complete skinflint.
Hey, did my old lady send you?
No.
Good. Never stops nagging. You're young. Take my advice. Don't get married.
Are you hiding from your wife?
No cows, no harvest, no farm. Creatures everywhere. And she said that was my fault. Came to get work here. Now Carrasco won't even give me a job lugging crates.
Would that have anything to do with the fact that you're in here getting drunk?
That's got nothing to do with me. That's got nothing to do with it. That's got nothing to do with it.
And you're sure about that?
What are you, a missionary? I'll seek my salvation in drink. Go and bother Luca or someone.
Ciała trochę.
Are you stealing?
Nie. Zdawało ci się. Pijany jestem.
Hey, stop staring at me.
Jest
You never
taki
seen a
na
fisherman
ten typ na
before?
dawnie.
Didn't mean to stare.
I'm drinking, not talking. Unless you're buying, you're walking.
Jak?
Hey, are you in the market for valuable artifacts?
Who are you?
You interested or not?
To the point, aren't you?
No point wasting words.
No.
No. So, are you interested?
Where did this artifact come from?
Let's just say me and my two brothers acquired it. Eh?
Acquired it. Right. What is this artifact?
A golden bowl.
Jest.
It's sort of gold. And bowl-shaped. I want 150 gold coins for it.
150. Right. Where are your brothers?
They're around.
Where did you get this artifact?
It sort of fell into my possession. Heard it might come from the temple ruins. And it looks valuable.
Ja mam kasy. Mało.
Now there's a face that needs a drink. Better get this beer down you quick. See if you can bring a smile to it.
Thanks. Oh, that's good stuff.
No dawaj.
Aren't you kind of young to be running a tavern?
I wouldn't be behind this damn bar if the white robes hadn't sealed the town. Still, being here is better than being out in the gutter. Or being forced into selling my wares at Sonia's. If I could, I'd have been out of this rat hole long ago.
Joj.
How do you plan on getting out of the town?
No damn idea. No damn idea. Yet. I did hear there's a secret way out of the town. The Don uses it to get around the Inquisition. No idea if it's true. There's so much bloody talk in this place.
O czym?
It might be gossip, but what do they say about the secret way out of town?
Artifacts keep going missing, so someone's smuggling them out. The Inquisition won't let ships leave the harbour, and they guard both gates. So the smugglers must have found a third way those damn white robes don't know about.
Sounds like you could be right. Do you know any of these artifact smugglers?
I bet this tavern that the Don's men are behind it. They usually are. But maybe that's just talk too.
Why do you want to get out so badly?
I'm looking for something. Something valuable to me.
What?
Can you keep a secret?
Sure.
Yeah, and so can I.
You've got me curious.
Dawaj.
What is it you're looking for?
Right, terrier, aren't you? Well, don't get too excited. It's nothing you can sell. I need to find my father.
Really?
He went missing in the storms. His name's Gregorius. He's a sailor. I heard he was here. That's why I came. But I got stranded by the storms. Then the owner of this place was killed. Got sent into the ruins by the Inquisition. So I took this place over. Haven't found a trace of my father, though. He must be somewhere outside the town.
Tak lepiej.
I'll help you to find your father, Gregorius.
And why would you want to do that? Sorry. Not used to getting offers of help. If you find anything out, I'd be grateful. I don't know if you know Captain Romanov. I heard he came here, and that he's still on the island somewhere. Romanov is also a man of the sea. He and my father have crossed paths a few times. If anyone knows something about my father, it's going to be him.
I'll help you get out of town.
Better men than you have told me the same thing, but their price for help wasn't one I was going to pay. Maybe you're different from the others. Maybe you're the same. But if you hear something, if you know something, I'll treat you fair. But there are things I won't do.
Can I have another beer?
Ah, see? I knew you were a man in need of liquid solace. And the beer here is better than most of the hog's piss on the island. This one's on the house. But from now on, you pay for it.
Do you have anything to trade?
I'd return.
You got any rum?
I've got some rum for you.
Ah, bliss. She may be cruel in the mornings, but she's a fine mistress night and day. Light on the tongue, warm to the body.
So, you're a fisherman.
I lost my boat in those vile storms we've been having. Now I have nothing. Patty's good to me, though. Lets me run a tab.
I'm looking for a buyer for a fishmonger's.
What, Phyllis is? What's that to me?
Wouldn't a fishmonger's be just the thing for a fisherman?
I catch fish. I don't sell them.
Perhaps you should think about a change of career.
Perhaps.
And you don't have any work right now.
True, true. How much would this stall cost me?
It's yours for 300 gold pieces.
I don't have a coin to my name. But maybe I have something else.
Something else?
I'll need your help.
To do what?
Listen, I have something valuable. We can trade.
And this thing is worth 300 in gold.
Shush, not so loud. And yes, it's an artifact from the ruins.
Why are you running a tab at the bar when you own an artifact?
I can't sell it. If the Inquisition find out, there'll be hell to pay.
I see.
But I'll sell it to you for 300. I'm sure it's worth more. Then I can use the gold to buy the shop, and you can take the profit from the artifact.
What sort of artifact is it?
It's a ring. I think it's magical. So, do we have a deal?
Hey.
Wait, not here.
Huh?
We talk here, Carrasco will listen. He doesn't have to know everything. Let's go somewhere else.
Do you have a problem with Carrasco?
Well, let's see. All those temples turn up and we're thinking, hurrah, the gods have finally smiled on us. Then the Inquisition arrive, take over our island and start claiming all the treasure belongs to them. How would you feel?
I'm looking for work.
You could lug crates, but you have to talk to Carrasco. But you don't look like the crate-lugging kind of guy.
What do I look like?
Like someone who will willingly take greater risks for greater profits?
But do you have a particular problem with Carrasco?
He's the worst of them. Claims I've been stealing. Even had me searched. But he's never found anything. It's an outrage! An outrage, I tell you!
So you don't think stealing is an outrage?
Taking from the order's not stealing. It's our duty. I pay a few lads to liberate items from the warehouse. I'm damned if I'm letting the Inquisition get all the treasure, but those lads have run up tabs to pay. They've bedded too many wenches. They're getting greedy, and I won't have that.
Which lads are causing trouble?
There's Durham. He's a worker from the harbour.
Who else?
Ingvar and Vasily. Neither of them has a proper job, so they're just work for hire. Most of the time they can be found in Patty's Tavern. Fine woman she is.
How exactly have they got greedy?
They stole 5 ancient armour plates that were found in the ruins.
Can this armour be used?
You mean to improve your own armour?
Yes.
They're more ceremonial than practical, but they're still very valuable.
What do you want doing with these lads? How should I handle it?
Any way you like. They've crossed me for the last time. Do what you have to do. Just get me those armour plates back, and don't let them fall into Carrasco's hands.
What's in it for me, if I help?
You can have the gold I offered them. 50 gold pieces for each plate. 5 plates, that's 250 all in. 250's a good price. You won't get that much coin faster and easier anywhere else.
I want 400.
Yeah, and I want Patty to roll naked in a bath of warm oil with me. But it ain't gonna happen.
Your boys wanted twice that much. That'd be 500. I'll take 400. I earn, and that way you still come out ahead.
Unfortunately, you have a point. All right, I'll pay 400. But only if you make sure those greedy arses stick to our agreement in the future.
I'll retrieve the armor plates.
That's the spirit. I'm here if you've got any more questions.
pay yourself. If you like what you see, you're going to have to pay Madame Sonia first. Until then, seeing is all you get.
Fair enough. Who is Madame Sonia?
I didn't think I'd meet someone around here who didn't know Madame Sonia. She's my boss. Owns the brothel on the Western Harbour Quay.
I see.
I'd stop right there if I were you. You ain't going any further.
What's the problem?
The Order runs this warehouse now.
So what?
So they don't want anyone wandering in uninvited. Wandering uninvited types tend to wander out again with stuff that ain't theirs.
What sort of trouble?
Artifact smuggling. It's bad enough these artifacts have been stolen in the ruins. You'd think they'd be safe in town in the warehouse, but there are thieves everywhere, trying to undermine the Order.
Can I help?
Well, the latest things to go missing were 3 golden bowls. The Inquisitor was not impressed. I could do with getting those back. And I need to get hold of some armor plates that walked out the warehouse a few days ago.
Where did the golden balls come from?
An illegal excavation at an old temple outside the town. Since we heard about that, talk says someone's been trying to sell 3 golden bowls on the black market. Idiots. To resist the Order is crazy. We're driven by a greater force, a higher purpose.
Let's talk compensation.
I was like you once, all about the gold and the dark place. I hope you find your higher purpose.
Nothing in this town is free, especially not me.
Have it your way. If you help me, you can choose your reward.
I heard something about those armor plates you're looking for.
Tongues are already wagging, are they? Not good. Not good at all. That means they'll soon be for sale and on their way out of town. That man almost makes me want to go back to using my fists again. Talk to him, find out what he knows.
All right. I'll find the 3 golden bowls for you.
You've got a pair on you, I'll give you that. But with the corrupt rabble we've got around here, it won't be easy. There'll be more than just you who's after them. So watch your back.
Hey, you new?
How are things going here?
Not good. Not good. These storms ain't budging.
So you're a sailor?
Fisherman. No, there ain't no fish out there that make me want to brave these storms. So right now, I'm lugging crates. Doesn't pay much, but it's a great deal safer.
If you're a fisherman, maybe you'd be interested in buying a fishmonger's.
No, I ain't no storekeeper. I need to be out in the waves. Well, when they ain't 50 foot tall, that is. Try Patty's Tavern.
I hear you've got some artifacts.
Yeah, Lucas sent you, right? Look, I am sick and tired of lying in that bastard's pockets by doing his dirty work. I want payment, a decent payment, or you can both piss off. 200 gold pieces should do it.
Jestem tyle głupia. Każe mu przywalić. Zapisałam, przeczytałam. Ja pierdzielę, wczytałam. Nie mam pytań. Przeczytałam?
I'd stop right there if I were you.
What's the...
What's... It's... Try... Idiot.
Oh, no.
Hey, you knew.
How are things going here?
Not good. Not good. These storms ain't budging.
So you're a sailor?
Fishing. No. Try.
I could beat them.
You can try, but I don't carry those armor plates with me. I ain't stupid. I'm a pay. If not, you. But if
Who's Ukos?
Ukos is big, strong, and he owes me. So, pay up.
Yes? What do you want?
Do these ships really need guarding?
Ships? No. Cargo, yes. And while these ships are stuck here, it's the Inquisition's duty to protect them. So here I am.
Have you caught people trying to steal from the ships?
There are those stupid enough to try, but nothing escapes my eagle eyes. Nothing.
Of course not.
Don't mock. You don't want to end up like our prisoner in the Harbour Quay jail, do you?
What did the prisoner in the jail do?
Captain Romanov is a pirate. Was a pirate. Now he's just another prisoner. We caught him smuggling goods from the mainland for the Don. Of course, Romanov's not the sort to pay for goods. He plundered, burned, and killed his way across the coast. Until the Inquisitor caught up with him. You see? Law and order. Safety. The Don is gone. And soon we'll find the gold Romanov was paid by. Until he tells us where that is hidden, he'll rot in his cell.
You're a warrior of the Order.
Your keen intellect tell you that.
Your armor did.
Yes. I am a warrior of the Order of the Holy Flame.
That's a big title for a guard. Has Romanov told you anything so far?
Not much. He's tight-lipped for a braggart. But a few more weeks rotting in jail and he'll speak.
You hope. Maybe I can get Romanov to talk.
Ha! Why would he tell you where he's hidden it? We'll find it. The gold can't be far, and there are only so many places to hide it.
I'll find Romanov's gold.
How? We've been trying for days without success. But if you did manage to find it, you would, of course, be rewarded.
I'd need to be.
Hey, you! What are you doing hanging around here? Nothing here of interest for passers-by.
I didn't know it was out of bounds.
Ah, why do you think I'm guarding it?
What is it you're guarding?
We've got a VIP in there. Captain Romanov. He's in that cell. You must have heard of him. Scourge of the high seas.
So?
Where have you been? He terrorized most of the islands round here.
Why didn't the Order take Romanov to the monastery like all the others?
I haven't the foggiest. The white robes don't tell people, but I like it that way. The less I know, the more I can keep my head down.
Did Romanov work alone? What happened to his crew?
With the storms out to sea, they'll be laying low in the town, hiding from the Inquisition.
Can I talk to Romanov?
You can, but he won't hear, because he's in the cell and you're staying out here. And the key to his cell is staying in my pocket. Got that?
So, what do you want to let me in?
All the other town guards are having a great time in the tavern or at Sonia's. The island's falling apart while they party, but I'm not allowed to leave my post. I've been here for days. Wet, cold, knackered. Romanov may be important, but he's not going anywhere. The only person to give me the time of day is you. And you're not exactly a sight for sore eyes. But, well, I mean, if one of Sonia's girls came up here, then, hey, the two of us could make a bit of a party.
Tell you what, I'll send one of Sonia's girls over. In return, you let me talk to Romanov.
Well... Yep, it's a deal. Be quick, though. Oh, and don't bring a girl with a face like a smashed crab, or the deal's off.
Who could teach me to pick locks? Now, who could teach me to pick locks?
Don't let me set eyes on you again. Don't let me set eyes on you again.
Halt! No one can enter this warehouse.
Everything all right, big guy?
Everything is all right.
I'm looking for training.
Ukos can train you. Train you in strength. Train you with an axe. I must ask for a little gold, against my honor. But Ukos needs gold for the butcher shop.
Do you know Durham?
Durham? Durham is a good worker. He moves crates well.
What else do you know about him? Do you owe him money?
Gold does not interest me. Humans want gold, so Ukos must get gold to buy fried meat.
Here, have a piece of fried meat.
Thank you. Guarding is hungry work.
Do you know if Durham has a hiding place around here?
Durham has a little room behind the warehouse. Up the stairs. It is always open.
Thanks, big guy.
Ukos is hungry.
I'd like to trade. I want to be stronger.
That is good.
I'm not list what?
I'll have to pick this, or find the key.
I'm not listening.
Ale to nie widać.
I could use your services. There's a guard over on the harbour quay.
Listen, gold first, pleasure second. Those are the rules. Pay at Madame Sonia's, and then we'll talk.
There's a hungry look. But if you want meat, I'll want coin. If you don't have any coin, Master Belcher is handing out stew to the poor. Though you don't look that poor.
Jestem biednym.
What's your job here?
I guard the slaughterhouse. Not a plum job. But when you decide to switch sides from the Don to the Inquisition, it takes time to earn trust. That's why I'm stuck guarding meat. Although, that's certainly increased in value now the storms have curbed the fishing trade. People are as likely to steal steak as they are artifacts.
Have there been many break-ins?
Too many. 3 houses were robbed recently.
And what was done about it?
Not much we could do apart from keep an eye on local troublemakers. I am positive Sid is behind it though.
Why do you think Sid was behind the robberies?
He considers himself a local leader of sorts, likes to stir things up.
But what makes you so sure it was him?
Well, you just have to look at that girlfriend of his and the wealth she flaunts to know it's not coming from an honest source.
What are you planning to do now?
If I can prove Sid was behind the burglaries, maybe I can improve my standing in the Order. But I doubt anyone would talk to me. The Don's men feel betrayed, and the Inquisition are suspicious. So, I need someone who doesn't have my baggage. What about you? It would help this town no end if the burglaries were stopped. I can pay you for your aid.
How much will you pay me?
How about 150 gold?
Okay, I'll investigate the break-ins.
Good. Be careful, it won't be easy. Sid's tricky. It's difficult to pin anything on him, even though he always seems to know where items of value can be found.
You think he cased the houses in advance?
He may be a thief, but he's not a stupid one. He probably sent someone else to scope the houses out. If you can find out who his spy is, that'll be a good start.
Whose houses were robbed?
Nelson the cartographer, Flavio the fur dealer, and Baxter the bookkeeper. You should talk to each of them. Their statements could be the key to bringing Sid to justice.
Where can I find Flavio the fur dealer?
Up in the gutters. His house is right next to the Shrine of the Holy Flame.
Baxter the bookkeeper?
Next to the butcher's shop. He runs the books for the business.
Nelson, the cartographer?
His place is on the way to the gutters. Just go up the stairs from the harbour.
If you're looking for your cow, you're in the wrong place. Only cows we've got are already cut up, and the pieces belong to the Order.
Why would I be looking for cows?
Farmers come here all the time to find their cows. Where's Daisy? I lost Moo Moo. Bloody nuisance.
Why do they think you've got them?
They come in saying I've taken them. I don't take them. I slaughter what I'm brought. The Order tells me to slaughter cattle, so that's what I do. Mo will tell you the same.
Who's Mo?
My assistant. He's just doing his job as well. If you're missing your favourite milker, talk to the Order.
This place seems busy.
This slaughterhouse is a gold mine, but all the profits go to the Order. All the meat goes out to feed people. Baxter, next door, he does the books. Pays me, sends the rest to the Order. They do make the operation run smoothly.
Can I buy some meat?
Buy what you want if you can pay for it. I have meat by the piece and sausage.
Let's talk business.
Just a moment. If I take 3 at 25 plus 18 hams, that's... I can't do this with you staring at me.
You're doing the accounts?
I keep the books for the butcher's shop.
There's a skill.
You think calculating's easy? There's not many around here can do it.
I can.
Really?
You want to test me?
Yes. What's 14 times 17?
$238.
Very good. A man should value the weapons of the mind.
About the break-in. Who was in the house on the day of the break-in?
Well, Doyle tried to sell me fish, but I don't like fish, so he left. That fatto Vasily brought beer. I paid for that, traded him a few pieces of meat. And of course, Mo was here a few times, but that isn't unusually works here after all.
What was stolen?
What else? Gold, of course. The gold belongs to the Order. Now it's gone.
How much gold was taken?
All of it. I don't know exactly how much. I was just about to do the accounts when I noticed the theft.
All right there.
Who are you?
Mo. I work for Dargle, delivering meat.
I see. That's a tough job.
Yeah, especially as I remove offal, keep the butcher's shop clean, render fat, and fetch cattle. If you don't want anything, can I get on? I've got a lot to do.
Dargle told me about the farmers that come here, that they can get a little annoyed.
They kick up a mighty fuss too, but what can we do? We have orders to slaughter the cows. I usually try to stay out of it.
Heard anything about the break-ins?
You think because I do deliveries, I'm in on them? I don't care about valuables. I care about music, beer, and keeping out of trouble.
Sounds idyllic.
Well, you look like you've got deep pockets. And there's no better place to dig into them than Madame Sonia's House of Pleasure. We've got something to suit all tastes. And the girls there are talented, flexible, and lice-free.
Good to know.
Well, my lad, what can old Jack do for you?
You're Jack.
That I am. Jack the sailor, then Jack the lighthouse keeper, now Jack the old beachcomber. Seems the sea won't let me go.
So you're no longer the lighthouse keeper?
Was, my boy, was. The tower's not in use, nor am I. No more ships going out, you see. The storms put pay to the ships, and the town's short of fuel. No use burning things when there are no ships to see it, eh? You wouldn't have a tot of rum to ease my aches, would you?
Here, have a little rum.
Spend too long by the sea and it rots you. Your knees go, your back, your front, your everything. Everything falls apart. Towers, men, religions, the sea always wins. Remember that, lad.
Let's trade.
trochę boję z taką kasą chodzi.
I'll have to pick this, or find the key.
So there are still new folks turning up here, eh? Well, watch yourself around the Inquisition.
What do you mean?
I mean, careful where you step, or you'll be up to your eyes in shit before you know it. They're crazy types, you know. Worshipping a flame.
What should I know about Harbour Town?
No, eh? Just watch your step. You never know who's throwing their weight about from one day to the next. And mind that harbour warehouse. Go near it, and people think you're stealing from there. Let's just say it makes the Inquisition twitchy.
What do you mean, twitchy?
Legal system here is simple but effective. Steal something, we beat the crap out of you. Hurt our citizens, kill our animals, we beat the crap out of you. And if you kill someone...
You beat the crap out of me?
Exactly. And then we kill you.
Who are you?
I'm Edgar, head of the town guard. Or at least I was. Until the Inquisition took over and pushed Esteban out. I wasn't his biggest supporter, I admit. But at least he was local.
Why don't you train the recruits?
Let's say that me and the Inquisition don't see eye to eye on the law. I see it as flexible. Why arrest every piddly little criminal? But the Inquisition don't turn a blind eye to anything. So they got one of my former guards, Arik, to oversee the recruits. He's a master and treats them decent too. Although he seems a little preoccupied lately.
You must be a trained fighter.
I swear by the sword and the crossbow. Sword for when they're close, and crossbow if they try and run.
Can you train me?
Train you? Sure, it'll give me something to do. But I can't be letting you have my skills for free.
Teach me some combat skills. Anything else I should know?
There's still plenty of trouble you can cause folks, without us making with the beatings. Of course, people probably won't talk to you after.
So how do I avoid the silent treatment?
Don't cause trouble in the first place.
What if trouble just happens?
Then that sort of happens to be your problem.
There must be a way to soothe trouble over.
Apparently the mages know a spell. A joke spell, a jest spell.
Seriously?
Yeah. Supposed to make a person feel like they've just been told the best joke in the world.
And how does that help?
And they forget whatever was troubling them.
Where can I get this spell?
A mage, maybe. Plenty in the monastery. Bunch of backstabbing betrayers, the lot of them allying with the Inquisition. Could be one knocking around town somewhere.
I'm not giving you anything.
Do I look like I want something?
Everyone wants something. Money, usually.
You're one of the Don's men.
Nothing gets past you, does it?
So, what's going on here?
Not much. Can't do anything while those scum-sucking white-robe bastards won't let me out of their sight.
Why are the white robes watching you?
Well, because they know I hate them. And they think I'm a thief.
And are you?
Of course not. I even used to offer protection to the merchants.
And get paid for it.
That's how business works. And now, Carlos is just waiting for me to give him a reason to banish me from the town. But I won't give him the chance.
What do you know about Commandant Carlos?
Warrior of the Inquisition. A slimy, filthy bog slug who happens to be the new lord of the town. He and his guards represent the law, but they behave like there are no laws at all. May they drown in the fifth heaven.
I could help you.
How?
Let me join you. I'll work for you.
Why? Why should I even trust you? This town's full of spies and collaborators.
Because you'll find and gut me if I fail.
You know what you'd be getting into. Don Esteban hates people who try to cheat him. And so do I.
I could work for you.
This here's the Fat Cat's Quarter. You don't just go from door to door collecting protection money. Those white-robe bastards are everywhere, and they see everything.
So how does it work here?
Before I show you the tricks, you'll have to do something else for me.
What is it you want me to do?
Don Esteban controls most of the Bruegel on the island. Leonardo, the alchemist, he processes the harvest. Then Garth, the alchemist's assistant, brings it to us. But recently, some of the goods have gone missing.
So, somebody's taking it. Do you suspect anyone?
Garth. I think Garth's behind it.
Why don't you punish him?
I can't risk those infernal white robes finding out. And even though Garth is a coward, I don't know if a beating will make him talk.
How does the Bruegel weed get into the town?
You don't need to know that.
What if the goods are disappearing on their way in?
No. When Leonardo gets the goods, they're complete.
What do you want me to investigate?
Garth is too stupid to do this on his own. Somebody's paying him. You follow Garth when he delivers the weed packages. And when he meets his partner, you grab both of them.
You want me to do that alone?
I'd gladly break their ratty bones with you, but the white-robe pigs won't let me out of their sight.
What do I get if I bring you the packages?
Money. It's always about money. Bring me what I want, and I'll show you how we separate rich merchants from their property.
Is that all?
We'd be prepared to trust you more as well. That guard, Marcelo, is determined to nail me. He mustn't get the packages. The pig botherer.
What would happen if Marcelo got the packages?
The stinking brute would hound me for all eternity. Everyone in the town knows we control the weed trade. And with the packages as evidence, Marcelo would be on me like swamp fly. Not a pretty thought. That's why you have to find the packages and give them to me.
I'll follow Garth.
Good. Garth works across from here in the alchemist's house. Stand next to me or behind me so he doesn't notice you right away. He's a nervous sort.
Do you sell potions?
I do indeed. Quality product, quality potions. Everybody buys from Leonardo, except for those tightwads who go to bed with every little injury. Their pain is not my gain.
Can you teach me about alchemy?
I won't waste my art on just anyone.
I'm not just anyone.
I only teach people who have a basic proficiency in alchemy. If that's not you, then don't waste my time.
Where can I learn basic alchemy?
Try asking my apprentice, Garth.
How's business?
Can't complain. Everyone wants to feel healthy, eh? You won't find many people who'll sell your potions in this town, and you can't leave the town. But I'm running out of supplies. When they're gone, they're gone.
What supplies do you need?
Healing plants, healing roots, and healing herbs. Pretty much the ingredients you need for a healing potion.
What would you pay if I got you those supplies?
I can't pay gold. No, no. I need every coin. But I can trade you a potion for plants.
It'd have to be a good potion.
I'll make it a life energy potion, right? Make you tough and resistant. And don't try coming with any old ripped up weeds. I know what I need.
How many plants do you need?
10 healing herbs, 5 plants, and 2 roots would do.
I'll see what I can find.
Good. And while you're here, I'm open for business, if you want to buy.
What do you want here?
We'll show him what happens.
This is getting better!
Stop that
Don't let him get away!
That's right. Run.
Surrounds
What did he do to deserve that?
You'll pay for that.
And what are you doing creeping about round here? Let me guess. You're lost, right?
I'm just passing by.
Then I'd just keep on doing that if I were you. I don't know you. Make sure I don't need to get to know you. Yeah.
How are you? How's business?
Busy, but since the Inquisitor's laws were passed, I've been up to my neck in work. Alvaro hardly leaves me any time to sit down with a beer. Seriously,
Tell me.
I need to work.
Can't work all day.
And who'll do my job?
I can give it a try.
Alvaro would love that. Me getting any old person to do my job.
Or he'd be glad for his smith to get some rest.
What makes Alvaro glad is chests bulging with gold.
Alvaro's really working you to the bone.
Sign of the times. Everyone in this town wants a weapon. Or wants a weapon sharpening. Still, it'll all be over at some point.
I'm looking to buy a new weapon. Do you sell weapons?
Love to, but I can't. Alvaro handles all the selling.
Do you sell sword blanks?
Normally, but since the business with the ruins, I can't get any more raw materials.
Maybe I can help.
Maybe. If you can get me iron ore, I can make you sword blanks.
Can I help you?
Maybe. I am having supply problems. Mostly I need old metal that I can melt down to make blanks. Some old scrap metal would make my work a lot easier. The farmers left a lot of old scrap metal lying around in their yards. Old tools, nails, but then gnomes rummage around out there. They steal everything that isn't nailed down. I bet they've also stolen all that old scrap metal from the farmers.
Could be.
But you can't...
I'll manage.
That would be great. I'll take whatever you can bring.
I have some.
What do you want?
How much iron ore?
A blank for a bastard swords, you need 10.
As long as no one pays me, I don't have to move.
Do you sell potions?
Ten.
I'll s- Oh. Oh.
Try. These are my rules. Please remember that.
There is nothing here for you. You're looking for Leonardo? I'm Garth. I work...
Can you teach me the basics of alchemy?
Sure. I've picked up a few things from Leonardo. Say... 50...
Here's...
Oh, good.
Show me the basics.
Afraid I can only...
Teach. Right. How do I... What can you teach?
No. I'm not giving...
Do...
Every...
Your... What?
That... He...
Let... What... Be... I...
Did...
So... What...
But...
Do you...
Go... Uneven... You...
What...
Bring... That...
What...
What's your problem?
Had a few, have you?
Weird. You're missing the tits, so you do us both a fa-
It's very simple, sweetie. You want something, you pay for it. And there's no discount for rugged and handsome here.
What can you offer me?
You are in the finest brothel in town. If you can't find it here, it's not worth having.
I'd like to hire the services of one of your girls for the cell guard on the harbour quay.
Harbour Key, you say? Take Annika. She normally works that area, though she may not want to go with your cell guard friend. And that's her choice.
Annika, got it. At the harbour quay. Thanks. Do you also...
If you have the gold, I have the...
Give me 10 gold coins, then ask your question. If I can answer it, sweetie, then I will. And if I can't, then I still keep the gold.
How does that deal work for me?
Believe me, there's little that goes on round here that doesn't come through my...
Comfort.
But no risk. Just take a look at that bastard over there. Drinks all day and hits my girls. My regular guards left town in Ericsson. Just ask my girl Gwen what kind of a monster he is. With the Inquisition ignoring us, there can be no justice for a place like this. We're stuck at the...
I do. Paid Sonia for your services.
So then, your place or mine?
It's not for me. Marek, one of the guards, would like to get to know you better.
Little bit shy, is he?
You could say that.
Oh, I know the type. Where is the timid fella?
He's standing guard by the cells on the harbour quay.
Oh, that guy? Beard? Eyebrows like the fattest caterpillars I've ever seen. Well, I suppose gold is gold.
Annika will keep you company.
Nice. I've been looking forward to this. Right. Come with me where no one can see us. Once Annika is here, then you can have the key.
Right, you've had your fun. Now the key to the cell, please.
Here. But if this lands me in trouble, I'll make you pay.
Got it.
Let's see who they're sending me now. You even think I'll rip out your tongue and feed it?
I heard.
We're starting with a hard question. Can see why they sent you, gut. You gonna point out I'm in prison? Or ask me if...
Just answer the question.
Pirate? Murderer? Now they want to stick me in... The world is go... I've been to hell and came... Now they want to stick me in a cell to let me rot. You think that makes sense in...
I'm sure letting you wander the streets would be a great
The world's coming apart. We can all see our end in it. What? Patty Steelbeard. That cunning bitch is anything but. Her father is Captain Gregorius Steelbeard. And credit where it's due, he's a great one too. Not that the lice-ridden old bastard didn't make my life hell. I wouldn't trust his daughter further than I could throw her. Same blood, after all.
I'll keep that in mind. You've sailed out.
See, whatever. These temples that rose from the earth, the creatures that came with them, they're nothing. Nothing compared to what is coming next. And no one can stop. Not you, not me.
Who might know?
My crew have been hunting the cut. but found neither hide nor hair of the bastard.
Do you have a problem with the Inquisition?
Who do you think? One day that Inquisitor will pay. Who says I?
Pretty much anyone who mentions.
You live.
Where is your...
Scattered across the island. Vasilian, they're waiting for...
How long have you been here?
A few, and here was... I'll leave least I get.
So...
Escape. You seen any ships come here in a week, a month? That's because we've got little time to settle our reckonings before we meet our maker. And I have reckonings to settle.
I know what you think about the
I've known Esteban for a long time. Keeps his word. There are few men I know of who do. Least of all, honest men like the Inquisitor. Or join the Order and believe your soul will be saved by a flame.
Can't be nice here. It's damn.
Can tell you never lived at sea. But this rancid clothing does mean no good. Short time normally means clean clothes. And I've been sweating into this shirt for 5 straight weeks. I've an old chest in the warehouse on the... There's a casket in there with shirts in it. You bring that casket to me, maybe then we can talk about things. I might even throw a few coins your way.
Deal. I'll bring you your casket.
Here's the key to the chest. It's on the upper floor of the warehouse on the harbour quay. Won't be easy to get to, but I can see you're the resourceful type. After you got the stuff, come straight back here and keep the casket hidden. Give me your word on that.
You must really be fond of your shirts. You have my...
Just get going before I...
So, he wants me...
You thought of... Or do you think the gold...
You should go away.
Here is your casket.
You found it? Anyone see you fetching it?
No one important.
Strangely, that doesn't put me at ease.
This casket is heavy. I'm guessing I brought you more than clean shirts. Maybe shirts and the gold the Inquisition is looking for?
Could be. Or it could be my shirt buttons are just extremely heavy.
Could be.
A lesser man would have forced the lock to find out.
I gave you my word.
And a man's word is worth more than gold. Though gold never goes amiss. What say I throw 300 gold your way?
Then it would be rude of me to turn it down.
Stranger or
And? What about Romanov's gold? Have you found anything?
Nope. yet.
I thought as much. The task was obviously too difficult for you. Now, unless you have good news, leave me to my job.
Okay, sell me the ring.
Believe me, you're getting one good deal right there. Don't let Carlos or his people catch you with it, though.
So, you'll buy the fish stall?
Yeah. Fish from the shore in the mornings, sell during the day. Gotta be better than what I'm doing right now.
Phyllis will be happy to hear that. I found someone. Nico will buy your stall.
What? Is he crazy? Oh well, his craziness, my escape. Thank you for finding him. Here, I found this clam in a fish crate. Might be of use to you.
Now you're fish free, what will you do now?
I'm going to Patty's. I'll get the gold from Nico on the way, and then I'm going to get very, very drunk.
I'm looking for Doyle.
Doyle? I haven't seen him in a long time. Used to be a good customer of mine. Well, he bought fish from me more than once. That's good in my book. But maybe you could jog my memory, eh?
Where is Doyle?
I last heard he'd taken quarters with Costa. But since then, he hasn't been seen in the gutters. Maybe he's gone into hiding for some reason. Lots of strange...
I'm Costa. Welcome to my little part of the island. If there's anything you need, anything at all, I can get it. Usually.
What do you sell?
Weapons, potions, jewellery, scrolls. If you need it, hell, I can even get you a bed.
Let's trade. Delgado is waiting for his gold.
Then he's gonna have to wait a long time. I'm not paying.
Delgado won't like that.
Is that a threat? Police. What do you think I pay Fuller for? Delgado's not getting another coin out of me.
What do you want here?
I could ask you the same thing.
I sleep here. Nothing wrong with that, is there, mate?
You were seen in a house that was burgled.
But I sell fish door to door. I spend time in people's houses.
If you say so. Patty is looking for her father.
Ha! Show me someone who isn't looking for Captain Gregorius Steelbeard. I'll tell you what I tell anyone, but where he is now, I don't know.
What?
Only rumours. Ericsson says Steelbeard has a shack in the town, but I don't believe it. If Ericsson really knew where Steelbeard's shack was, he'd have plundered it and be legal. Instead, I only ever see him hanging around Sonia's brothel.
Why do you think Ericsson's interested in Steelbeard's shack?
Ha! The house of a famous Show me someone.
Did you...
What's that to you? You see a sailor, not all...
You would...
I deliver beer to a lot of houses. I'm seen everywhere.
True enough.
Really? 200 gold pieces and you can have...
Two.
So that's the way the... Let me tell you how we... You pay your choice.
Back. I hear.
Well, if you've heard...
Don't tell me you didn't know.
Do I know my father is Captain Gregorius Emmanuel Steelbeard, the most infamous bastard to have sailed... I can tell you he was a bastard. The rest of it, I've heard...
Were you planning on...
I asked you for help with information. I didn't agree to give you any.
Okay. Captain Romanoff is locked up in a cell on the Harbour Quay.
So it's true what they're saying. He was arrogant enough to tangle with the Order. Did he tell you anything?
Romanoff's...
He says he doesn't know. But then he...
Vasily says you're fine.
A shack. That's my father. Could afford a palace, but lives in the gutter with the whores and the... Still, can you find out where it is? And do it without letting anyone... Could be there's a clue there as to my father's...
Vasily does...
Vasily's never had anything useful to say. My father tried to run him through and killed Romanoff's favorite whore instead. The pair of them never exactly moved an exclusive. Can't say I'm too comfortable having that bastard in town. He'd happily see me dead, or worse. And if you're thinking he might give me to his men for the night, you better know he'd happily do the same with you. Well, that's just one more reason.
who could teach me to pick locks?